Hello to you all. I hope you all had a wonderful Sunday today. I am Debbie, and I am an advocate who speaks about the dangers of being in relationships with abusive, dysfunctional, and toxic people. My interest in this topic is due to a lifetime of being involved with and trying to have healthy relationships with abusive, toxic, demonic, cluster B type people. It is impossible to have a healthy relationship with people who are attacking you, people who are gaslighting you, who are abusing you, tormenting you, people who are being hostile, nasty, rageful, evil, cold, argumentative, unfriendly, combative, aggressive, and just plain belligerent towards you. My work in this field allows me to shine the light on the terrible pain and suffering of being attacked and violated by all types of abusers, and also to provide very effective tips, not just for my own recovery from the terrible damage caused by abuse, but also to reach out to help others succeed in their progress towards growth during their recovery and healing journey. Sunday has been one day of the week that tends to bring sadness into my spirit. This is mostly due to my discovery when I relocated to North Carolina to be closer to my parents to provide them with tender, loving care during their illnesses many years ago. I discovered a stalking, voyeuristic, religious, cluster B, demonic, occult. This stalking, voyeuristic, demonic, religious, occult specialize in receiving private, personal information that they enjoy using against God's people. And this information they receive is done illegally. Much of the information they use against God's people are lies. Other information is used to blackmail, used to humiliate, used to disgrace, used to smear, to gaslight, or to absolute shatter and destroy the soul of a person. They will also gather spy information in order to recruit members into their demonic, satanic cluster B occult. This cluster B occult, the cluster B occult leaders of this North Carolina branch have presented to the public that their church is a Christian, non-denominational church. This is a straight cover-up front church. The occult leaders who are carrying bishop titles are lifelong, full-blown kill, steal, and destroy agents for their father, Satan, the devil. What has been the most heartbreaking experience is the loss of so many of my previous family members, previous friendships, who have been recruited, who have been blackmailed, or just became lifelong members of this religious cluster B stalking occult. Many people become supporters and or members of demonic occult organizations and are just not completely aware of the dangers they are putting their lives in. In many cases, their family members can also be in danger due to their membership in demonic cluster B occults. Many people are not even aware of the many satanic rituals that these stalking, voyeuristic, demonic religious occults have in firm place. At this point, before I go any further, I would like to stop to put on my full armor of God. I have to put on the belt of truth, must put on my shoes of the gospel. I've got to provide myself with the shield of faith, the helmet of salvation, the sword of the Spirit, must put on my breastplate of righteousness. And this is all to help me to be able to stand and to be able to continue to speak up against the kill, steal, and destroy agenda of our enemies. I would also like to send out my sincere condolences to my late father's younger sister, Lenore's husband, Lawrence, for the loss of his wife, Lenore Harris, of over 50 years. I was able to immediately identify with the pain of cluster B demonic abuse that he experienced after his wife of over 50 years was removed from the hospital, cremated without his money, without his consent, without his permission, without his signature, or even without having any type of conversation with him. Mr. L never received any assistance, support, empathy, compassion, or opportunity to set up funeral or burial arrangements for his own wife of 50 plus years. His rights to be with his wife's remains as soon as she passed away from this earth was stripped away, and days passed, still no knowledge of where his wife's remains are located. This cluster B demonic abusive situation is a very common, very practical, religious, demonic, occult ritual. And based on my many years of research, I would not be surprised if the religious, occult, stalking, cluster B demonic bishops and his many devoted, loyal, faithful cluster B flying monkeys are behind this occult cremation ritual of Mr. Lawrence's wife of 50 years. It is so sad that these two North Carolina stalking occult bishops have spent the majority of their adult life killing, stealing, and destroying and stalking so many of God's people, and never having a desire to repent of their pain and suffering of God's people's life, safety, and well-being. What makes this demonic situation so bad are these two destructive bishops are constantly bragging about how cruel, evil, wicked, demonic, perverted, satanic, and dangerous they are. I pray in the Spirit all the time, Lord, please shut down the kill, steal, and destroy agenda of the religious cluster B demonic occult bishops and their loyal and devoted cluster B demonic occult members here in Oxford, North Carolina, And Lord, please destroy the spiritual wickedness in high places who are sponsoring this kill, steal, and destroy occult here in Oxford, North Carolina, and providing them with financial support for decades for this constant, ongoing devastation against humanity and against God's people.